Hello, folks. I'm Wicked Wonka, and I'm here to talk about the NFL and their players. And this is regarding the NFL players that are going into the field, kneeling down as opposed to like standing up with their hands on their hearts during the national anthem. And and the reason why they're doing this is because of my identity politics, you know. This was all started by Colin Kaepernick, which he decided to sit down during the national anthem because, with the Black Lives Matter bullshit and I guess Trump winning the elections and all that shit. Shitstorm. And a lot of people are booing at the players for doing that. I saw a footage of, I guess, a game against the Patriots and the Cardinals. And I don't know, I think the Patriots players decided to kneel down during the national anthem as a so-called solidarity to their identity politics. And a lot of people did not like that. They started to boo. Now, to tell you this, I think back then, like over 20 years ago, when it comes to like singing the national anthem during the game, usually the players would just be in the locker room. What I'm trying to say is that the players would be in the locker room prepping for the game, and while the national anthem was going. I guess after 9/11, the players decided to participate in the national anthem after the World Trade attacks, Not just like football, also baseball and all that shit. And I think the reason why people are booing at the NFL players for doing this is because they're politicizing football. They're trying to make it all political and shit. And I oppose that. To these NFL players that are trying to get a political thing or trying to politicize their sport, I want them to stop, Just play fucking football. That's what people want. And of course, football isn't really. No, what I'm trying to say is that football isn't really that great anymore. On the count that it's becoming, highly legalized and shit. Well, there's just so many legalese and legalism in football now. Like just so many rules. It's not like rugby where the game starts with a collision among the players and they might be hitting and grabbing and all that shit. And of course, skulls cracking each other, skull to skull contact. It's not like that now. There's so many rules in the NFL that it's not even fun to watch. And nowadays they're trying to make it politicized because of my identity politics. And I think this needs to stop. A lot of people are tired of it. Even though on Twitter, most of the fuckers are far left and they support this. I think most folks are had enough. Enough is enough, We don't need to politicize every fucking sports in the US. Of course you have like the Raiders fans. Every time their fucking team loses the playoffs, the entire Raider fandom goes on and goes on and burns down half of Oakland because of that. Which is pretty funny if you think about it. Via like 2003 Super Bowl. But anyways, well, I guess pretty much there's not much to say about this. Like, where's Colin Kaepernick now? He's not on any team right now. I guess nobody wants to deal with him. Which he's probably unemployed. Take that, you fucker. So there. I know this video's not scripted and whatnot, but I decided to make this video because this is pretty urgent, about the NFL. Because we got 20 weeks of football before, I guess, the playoffs. And I don't want to deal with 20 weeks of people kneeling down and trying to politicize everything. And of course, Sticks, Hex, and Hammer talked about having the players just do a roundtable thing, where they're all concussion, affected by their concussion, because a lot of NFL players tend to get concussions with the contact sports on their head and whatnot. And have them debate about politics instead of just playing football and whatnot. Which is kind of bullshit to me. Oh yeah, they could go on YouTube and vid me and talk about their political beliefs, but what I know is that the NFL pretty much controls every aspect of their lives. Literally micromanaging their lives and whatnot. So that's all I got to say, to think about it. Maybe it was the NFL doesn't really benefit any city, The only people that benefits from the NFL is the people that run the NFL and the players. You build a fucking new stadium and the city doesn't get anything out of it. Maybe it's a good thing that San Diego lost their NFL teams via the Chargers. Even much as I opposed that move back then, and I still opposed it, maybe it's better that the NFL stopped existing in San Diego. Just to say, So I'm Wicked Wonka. I'm signing out. And I know this video is not scripted. Usually when I make videos, I tend to make a script, so I can sound much better than I do because I'm not very coherent. So that is all. I'm Wicked Wonka, and I want you to I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on VidMe, and I'm also on Gab and Twitter, so you can follow me there. And I also have a Minds account, so I guess you can subscribe to me on Minds.com. So I'm Wicked Wonka, and I'm signing out.